The Bible tells us Jesus sang one last hymn before he went out to be arrested before his crucifixion. What was the last hymn that Jesus sang? In the Gospel of Mark, after the Lord's Supper, we are told that Jesus and his disciples sang a hymn as they headed out towards the Mount of Olives. This would most likely be the last hymn in the Passover celebration, which is Psalm 118. Listen carefully now to the words of Psalm 118. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let Israel say, his love endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say, his love endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord say, his love endures forever. When hard pressed, I cried to the Lord. He brought me into a spacious place. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? The Lord is with me. He is my helper. I will look in triumph on my enemies. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in humans. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in princes. All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I cut them down. They surrounded me on every side, but in the name of the Lord I cut them down. They swarmed around me like bees, but they were consumed as quickly as burning thorns. In the name of the Lord, I cut them down. What Jesus is describing here are the legions of unclean spirits and demons that were opposing his atoning sacrifice and were swarming around him, just as he says in Psalm 22. Psalm 22, verses 11 to 13. Do not be far from me, for trouble is near, and there is no one to help. Many bulls surround me, strong bulls of Bashan encircle me, roaring lions that tear their prey open with their mouths wide against me. Now continuing with Psalm 118, verses 13 and 14. I was pushed back and about to fall, but the Lord has helped me. The Lord is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation. Verse 15. Shouts of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things. The Lord's right hand is lifted high. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things. I will not die, but live, and will proclaim what the Lord has done. The Lord has chastened me severely, but he has not given me over to death. These verses in the hymn that Jesus was singing on his way to the Mount of Olives are used to sing and give praise. Beginning with verse 21. I will give you thanks, for you answered me. You have become my salvation. The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The Lord has done it in this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad. Sometime earlier, Jesus had quoted this very verse when he was lecturing the Pharisees. Matthew 27, verse 42. Jesus said to them, have you never read the scriptures? The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Jesus has become the cornerstone that the builders rejected.